Elite universities may have been playing students like chess pieces in a billion-dollar game that's finally being exposed. Here's what might shock you. Some of America's most prestigious institutions are now facing serious legal heat for allegedly manipulating the college admissions system in ways that could have cost students thousands of extra dollars. On Friday, August 8th, a bombshell class action lawsuit was filed against 32 top-tier American universities, including household names like Columbia University, Duke University, and the University of Pennsylvania. But here's where it gets controversial. These institutions are being accused of working together behind closed doors to artificially inflate tuition costs through something most families trust, the early decision admissions process. Let's break this down in simple terms. Early decision admissions work like this. Students apply earlier than the regular deadline, often getting a better shot at acceptance. Sounds great, right? But there's a catch. If you're accepted, you must attend that school. No shopping around for better financial aid packages, no comparing offers from other universities. You're locked in. The lawsuit, filed by former students from Wesleyan University and 2 other institutions in federal court in Boston, paints a disturbing picture of how this system allegedly operates. According to the legal filing, these universities aren't just offering early decision independently, they're supposedly coordinating with each other to ensure they don't have to compete for early decision students. Think about what this means in practical terms. When colleges don't have to compete against each other for early decision applicants, they have no incentive to offer better financial aid packages or lower tuition rates. It's like having all the gas stations in town agree to charge the same high price. Except this involves your child's education and potentially decades of student loan debt. Benjamin Brown, one of the attorneys representing the students, put it bluntly. Early decision applicants lose choice and negotiation leverage, while regular decision applicants are left to scramble for an artificially diminished number of admission slots doled out at lower acceptance rates. In other words, this alleged scheme doesn't just hurt early decision students. It creates a ripple effect that impacts everyone trying to get into college. And this is the part most people miss. The lawsuit claims these universities are being deliberately misleading about the legal nature of early decision agreements. While schools present these commitments as legally binding contracts, the reality of their enforceability may be quite different than what families are led to believe. The 32 defendants in this case represent some of the most elite educational institutions in America. Beyond Columbia, Duke, and Penn, the lawsuit also targets prestigious schools like Amherst, Northwestern, University of Chicago, and Johns Hopkins University. Even more telling, the suit includes the Consortium on Financing Higher Education, an organization that specifically helps private liberal arts schools share information with each other. Makes you wonder what kind of information they've been sharing, doesn't it? When Reuters reached out for comments, most institutions either declined to respond or didn't reply at all. The University of Pennsylvania and Columbia outright declined to comment, a response that might raise eyebrows given the serious nature of these allegations. The legal team behind this lawsuit isn't just seeking to expose this alleged conspiracy. They're asking the court to grant class action status for all early decision applicants since 2021, plus certain students who enrolled through regular decision processes. They want monetary damages for what they claim are tuition overcharges, and they want binding early decision programs eliminated entirely. But here's where the story gets really controversial. If these allegations are true, it means that some of the institutions Americans trust most with their children's futures may have been systematically gaming the system for years. These are schools that proudly tout their commitment to accessibility and fair admissions practices, yet they're being accused of the exact opposite. This raises some uncomfortable questions that deserve honest discussion. Have we been so focused on getting our kids into prestigious schools that we've ignored warning signs about how these institutions really operate? Is the early decision system fundamentally flawed, Or could it work fairly if colleges actually competed honestly for students? What's your take on this? Do you think early decision programs should be banned entirely, or can they be reformed to truly benefit students rather than just universities? Have you or someone you know felt pressured into an early decision commitment without fully understanding the financial implications? This lawsuit might be the tip of the iceberg, and it's time we had an honest conversation about whether our higher education system is serving students or exploiting them.